Hello Libra. Welcome to the channel. This is Asnointia here. For those of you who are returning, thank you so much for liking, sharing, and subscribing to the channel. And for those of you who are new, welcome. So this is a general love reading, and I'll be looking into the feelings and emotions of the person that you're connecting with on a romantic level, what it is that they're feeling and thinking towards you currently. This could be somebody from your past, a relationship. It could be a situationship. It could be very current as well. For others of you, this could be simply someone that you've met, and you know that there's a whole lot of energy, but no one's really speaking up. Energy and chemistry. Chemistry right there. Sexual chemistry. There you go. Oh yeah. Sensuality, sexuality. Wow. And love. Oh my goodness. This is wonderful. Okay. So for those of you who are new, my method of reading is just slightly different. I do have the ability of channeling through my higher intuitive self to get the answers that we need. I don't channel through any spirit guides. I never have. And I do have certain reasons for that. For those of you that know my voice well, I'm still getting over this flu that I had, so please don't mind this voice, the way it sounds right now. I have a terrible cough, very itchy throat. No bronchitis though. Bronchitis is gone. Yay. You have a lot of cards here, my goodness, that are so beautiful. I don't think in many of the readings that I've done, I haven't actually seen these type of cards where you have... Okay, so in this deck, I interpret this deck quite differently than what the original book has written, what it originally came with. In this deck, I find two cards that are very much related to passion, desire, and you have those two cards. This is sensuality and sexuality. We also have here the two highest level cards that talk about love and feelings and emotions. Only two exist for me in this deck, and you got both of them. So this is a very intense reading, and it's going to be a very passionate kind of reading, but we do have a little bit of negativity here coming from either your person of interest, or it's a very common type of theme we have here. There's a lot of awkwardness. Someone's here, they're not feeling comfortable anymore because there was a lack of truth. Here we have synthesis followed by sensuality, mothering, sexuality, love, wild woman, abundance, feelings, emotions, and then we have embracing the shadow under the bottom of the deck, the overall arching theme. I'm going to express to you what it is that your person of interest is feeling towards you currently. Hopefully they don't sound like me. My dear Libra, there have been things in the past that I have said and done, and yet I never opened up to you about it. I never talked to you about the things that I wanted to share. Instead, I hid them deep in the thick of the forest, in the shadows, not wanting you to know the full truth, hiding it from you. A long time ago, I felt that there was peace and harmony in this connection. But it appears that things have changed. Now there is a lack of peace and harmony. In you, I have found someone who is very sensual, very alluring, very tempting. You are so sensual, and when I think of you, I think of how gorgeous, beautiful, handsome you are. And I can't believe that I have met somebody like you. Your charm, your charisma, your talents, everything is so alluring. I also feel that in this connection, there is this understanding that I have now of the type of person that you are, truly on the inside. Someone who has this nurturing quality, love, protection. There's a sense of unconditional love that comes from you. And even if it's not directed towards me, it still radiates from you. And I recognize this, and I appreciate this. The thoughts that I have of you, they may be a little passionate. I may be fantasizing, but I do fantasize a lot. I have feelings and emotions for you. And I also am in love with you. This is not just loving someone. This is now being in love with someone. And I am so in love with you, Libra. Passionately, lovingly. I want to make love to you. I want to be close to you. I want to be intimate with you. Because in you I have found someone who shares with me this unconditional love, this divine love, sacred love, true love. It's very rare. But the things that I have experienced and seen, and what I recognize now, I'm afraid it might be too late. But I do know that I do love you, and that I'm in love with you, and that I've hurt you before. Back then, I was not truthful. There was this sense of sneaky behavior, which led to suspicion, deceit, deception. So much has happened between you and I. It's hard for me to even remain truthful. There have been times when I've given you information, but this information may not have been fully accurate. I may have taken out a sentence or two here or there. What you don't know won't hurt you. Or will it? It seems like it did. To you, there has been betrayal, a sense of lies and deceit. And unfortunately, this hurt, this pain, was caused by me because of the way I behaved. In you, looking forward, I want to build a future with you, an empire. I want to be like a power couple and work with you towards a goal. I feel that you are so talented, so bright. And the feelings that I get from this appreciation, it only makes me want to know you more, to work with you more, to build something with you, a future, commitment, wanting to settle down. Is it too late? The reason why is because I do have feelings and emotions for you. These feelings and emotions run very deep. When you're happy, I'm happy. And when you're sad, my world falls apart and I don't know what to do. I never want to see you sad. Overall, the things that I have said and done because of this sneaky behavior, you have seen a side of me that may have been very impulsive, compulsive, and aggressive. This was the first time that you felt uncomfortable. Now it seems as if you never really knew me at all, and our connection now is very awkward. The environment now is very uncomfortable. Because of this, it's hard to move on. It's hard to be with you. I want to be with you, but because of the darkness that you've seen that exists inside of me, that dark side of me, it's something that doesn't resonate with you. We are not on the same page, and I have hurt you. Right now, I truly do love you deeply, and I think I always will. But because of what happened in the past, I'm finding it difficult to move on. How am I to reach out to you when the situation between us is so awkward? Things are so uncomfortable. I find it difficult to reach out. All right. So, a lot's going on here. There is absolute potential. If you did not have this card, Wild Woman, and Embracing the Shadow, honestly, this connection would have been perfect. The both of you would have already been together the way that you would like them to. I'm seeing the word commitment over and over again in my mind's eye. So it appears that this person now wants commitment. But because of the mistakes that they've made, it's made the entire situation really, really bad. It's uncommunicative. I'm getting the word uncommunicative. So it does appear that there's certain types of misunderstandings. I'm also getting the word misunderstood. Wow, it's just coming right. It's flooding with words now. Misunderstood. So something here did happen where your person of interest has done something, there's no doubt about that, that has led you to believe that they are not exactly what they appear to be. And for some of you, this person was very sneaky. They really hurt you. And now it's just extremely awkward. But the overarching feelings here are just immense. This person is not just, they don't just love you, but they are in love with you. And that is huge. You have the most passionate cards here. And you even have the abundance card. Wealth. With the wealth card, it does talk about wanting to settle down, having more of a commitment. All right. Let's have a look. Okay. Prince of Coins. Masculine energy. Oh my, look at that. Masculine energy again. Prince of Cups, Prince of Coins. So, Libra, it does appear, wow, this person now feels as if you are their first love. Even if they had a first love before, you have topped that first love. It's as if this is very fresh. It's very new to them. The reason why there's those two words, puppy love, right? This is what I'm seeing here. This person still, either they are actually younger than you, or they are just inexperienced, or they are just very immature. And unfortunately, that has been one of the issues in this connection when it came to commitment. What do you do beyond this? This person didn't really know, and they didn't feel confident. The prince is somebody that's not so confident. They are not the king. Here we have the reason why I do this particular spread. It's to see what happened in the first place that caused the problem. So things may have seemed very sweet, very good. And as time went by, you realize that things are starting to now become more sour. You may have been ghosted. This person may have just faded. The communication between the both of you may have become quite less. It could also be that in this connection, there's a lack of closure. And there's this uncertainty. So in order to figure out what are the reasons, why is this happening? Why did this happen? Not everybody tells their story. Not everybody opens up and talks. So this is a reason why I look at these. And I also read these in the reverse. So let's have a look at the Prince of Coins first. So here it talks about how this person at some point in time stopped working hard. They weren't working hard anymore. And they needed wisdom in order to create growth, but they had a lack of wisdom. There was a lack of opportunities that they felt, and even if they came, they weren't taking it. They were not working hard because they did not want to develop anything. What is the reason for this? Things may have seemed great in the beginning, but then what happened? Here it talks about inertia or laziness. Plain and simple. Inertia and laziness. Your person was lazy. They were procrastinating as well. Not taking action or responsibilities. So you may notice, no, they did not take as many actions as they should have, and actions speak louder than words. They may have been all talk, they may have made plans, but nothing really truly came through. And we have here not taking any action. So there may have been a few times when you had some things that you needed to get done and they just weren't there for you in terms of action. Why? Because they did not want to take responsibility. And why doesn't someone want to take that responsibility? It's because they're not in the right state of mind like you. You wanted commitment. And sorry, I have a little bit of shortness of breath because I need to cough. Just bear with me. You may have been responsible at this level, but this person just has this simply because they are a prince. So that's kind of a problem. We also have here the Prince of Cups. All right, so the Prince of Cups. Let's have a look. This particular card, it talks about the need to be more receptive to beauty, to love, and to harmony. Overindulging in fantasies. Now that's a tough one. This talks about a lack of inspiration, not being very graceful. Pleasure in the sense that someone just has daydreams and these daydreams are not put into reality. What I'm seeing here is that this person was overwhelmed by emotions that needed sorting out. And because of that, they weren't really taking any actions. They weren't really receptive to beauty, love, and harmony, meaning they were taking that for granted. So some of you may have felt that you have been taken for granted. This person, it also talks about overindulgence. Now, overindulgence in fantasies, because this is a general love reading, it's not going to be resonating for everybody, but overindulgence could also be literally, physically, because you had the sensuality card and you had the sexuality card. This person could have been with you physically at some point in time. And it got to the point where they just started treating you more so like an object instead of seeing the real you. However, now we have the love, we have the feelings and emotions, but before, that did not really exist. It was less, quite less. Your person of interest now feels that this overindulgence and fantasies hasn't really gotten them anywhere because it was not practical. It was fantasy. It was not reality, which goes very well with not wanting to take responsibility, inertia, laziness. So you are definitely dealing with somebody that is younger, either in years or their mindset. They could be in their 70s or 80s even. I've done readings for people that are in the late 80s. But their mindset may still have that type of an immature kind of feeling, as if they are very young, vibrant, youthful, but to the point where they lack that sense of responsibility. This is also the reason why this person did not want to commit, which I find kind of strange, because just the fact that they did not want to commit makes it seem as if they knew what they wanted, which means that there was a mature side that they had. They knew that I'm going to put a block on this part. This is too much. So that is a mature aspect of this individual, but they just didn't even want to get there. They just knew that commitment, no, it's not going to work out. Unfortunately, this person that you were with, maybe that you're still with, has this aura about them that's very youthful. I don't even know the meanings of this. I don't even know. Spunk, spiky, maybe. I'm getting these two words. It's kind of like, I don't know, that type of a vibe around this person, but it's not as if they had bad or ill intentions. The problem here is that they figured and they assumed that you were on the same playing field, that your thoughts and ideas and your plans were resonating on the same frequency as theirs. And that's the problem. They later realized that no, Libra is different. And I am so not on the same level as my Libra. This person's level in terms of maturity, relationships, is and was down here. Yours is up here. That's the problem. So one day, hopefully, fingers crossed, when they become more of a queen, when they become more of a king, there will be more maturity, and even commitment can occur at that point in time. This is somebody who needs to change over time through wisdom and experience and grief. Right now, guys, there's awkwardness and there's distance between the both of you. But I'm sorry to say, Crosswatcher, it's only after people go through grief, they get into the hermit mode, then they become wiser, then they have the strength card. After that, they finally reach out. You see, there's this entire process, right? But you can't just jump from grief to reaching out. And even to get to grief, you need to know what you've done wrong. This person right now, they're not in that state of mind where they know that they've done anything wrong. Why? Because they are so immature or inexperienced. Because of that, it does appear that at some point in time, they will realize this, because people change, people do grow, people do change. Hopefully, fingers crossed, this person does. However, it may take some time. All right. I have here the Beginner's Tarot. Strength. I just said strength. So, things are going to change, because strength was the last card, almost the last card that I had, where I was just kind of imagination, right? I was just telling you guys, okay, there's like these cards. One of the last cards was strength, right? And then they reach out to you. So imagine this, that before this, there are many other cards. But those cards are like phases and stages that this person has to go through. Those milestones, right? So here we're at strength, but just imagine that before that, this person does have to go through all of those other feelings and emotions and those lessons. So it does seem good because strength does talk about courage, talks about bravery, talks about how this person may want to reach out to you and do it the proper way, in a very mature kind of way. Very good. So this deck, I look into any type of plans, actions, intentions that your person may have towards you. Any actions they may take. There's no doubt about it. There is a lot of passion here. And there's a lot of love. The Strength card here talks about how at some point in time, as I mentioned, those stages, your person of interest is going to evolve. They're going to change. They're going to increase in terms of the amount of feelings, emotions, and understanding. And I'm getting the word commitment again, but I'm also getting inertia in front of commitment. So they're kind of procrastinating. And in all honesty, some of you might not want to be with this person, and that is perfectly fine, 100%. You make a different decision, and your reality will change. Your outcome will be different if you make a different decision. So not all of you are going to want to be with this person, because you can't really wait forever. And some of you may want to. So this person is going to gain the strength to reach out to you. Why are they reaching out to you? Because they find you utterly irresistible. You here are the Queen of Wands. They feel that you know them very well. You have this intuitive side. It's like you get them, but nobody else understands them. You also have this nurturing, yet I'm seeing the mothering card again. You had mothering earlier. It's interesting, this nurturing quality that you have, this kind of, this nature that you have. Okay. It's because they're younger. Oh, okay. It's because they are inexperienced and they're immature in a way. They look up to you. However, they still feel passionate about you, but they admire you. So it's as if they're trying to learn from you. They're trying to gain knowledge from you as well. Here we also have the Six of Pentacles. With the Six of Pentacles, your person of interest has made their choice. They've made a decision. They may wish to contact you, hang out with you, have some breakfast, lunch, dinner, have a coffee, but they want to be in a different setting with you. And they want to be in this kind of environment with you where they will be able to take you out and to be in an environment where it makes them seem more mature as well. Someone who's taking care of you. Somebody who can look out for you. It is the Pentacles. Here we also have a very emotional card where we have the Nine of Cups. Your person of interest here has realized and they've decided that you are their dream. You are their wish come true. And they want to make this happen. Now it's not the Ten of Cups, but it is the Nine of Cups. So the intention is 100% there that you are what they wish for. And this is completely emotional. This is complete love. Unconditional love. The overall arching theme right now, though, is remember where we had a whole sense of like awkwardness and we had this feeling of just being uncomfortable. This person has taken this step where it appears as if the ball is in your court. But now all they're doing is hanging around, sitting and waiting and seeing the reaction of you. Unfortunately, that is a very immature thing to do, but what else can we expect from this person? Ideally, we could have had any other card here that is more of an action card, but this person is just sitting around and waiting. And they're trying to see what will be the outcome. What will happen next? Waiting around for this person, they may have all the time in the world. You may not. And I wish you would, but that's life, right? We're people. We don't have all the time in the world. So your person of interest here is taking their sweet time. And this is going to be totally up to you. You know their intentions. They do want you. They do love you. But they need to have that sense of courage, which they're getting slowly. They're getting it. All right. Just going to do a quick prayer. First card, the strongest, we have no. So, these messages are brought to you by Archangels Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, as well as Uriel. First we have no, then we have opportunity, then we have yes. It's up to you, and that makes sense because, as I was mentioning, some of you, this is my choice card. So some of you may wish to be with this person. Others of you, you've just had enough. From your point of view, this person's just not growing up, and it's getting frustrating. How long are you supposed to wait? Oh my gosh. You have another yes card, guys. I just want to clarify the no. Abundance. No. Opportunity. Compromise. Makes sense. All right. For the majority of you here, this connection has been very challenging. And the message here is some of you may feel that there is a lot to gain and a lot of abundance from this connection. However, you literally got the no card. The type of abundance that you were seeking and that you are seeking, that may not come to you with the type of connection you have right now with this individual. So please do keep that in mind. There will, however, be an opportunity, which is really great. You got a really good card right after that, yes. There will be an opportunity given to you as time goes by. This opportunity will be to talk to this individual, to have a connection with them, to let them know what's on your mind. Whatever is on your mind, they will want to hear it as well. This opportunity is that of abundance, but I'm not seeing much of, it could be money, but I'm not focusing more on money, and this is a love reading, but you did have the abundance card earlier too. And the abundance card does talk about wealth and money, so there could be something related to that, but also abundance, no. This also may mean here that we have a situation, because I only say this because you had the abundance card earlier. Some of you might be waiting and thinking that this person is going to pull their weight and they're going to be earning money, they're going to get a job, they're going to be helping you financially as a couple together. But for some of you, this is not going to be the case. That is why you also got abundance. No, there's not going to be abundance from this person. It's a very negative kind of message, but this is for those of you probably that are waiting around, that have been paying the bills day and night, and your person of interest may not be very interested in getting a job or maybe doing something where they can bring in some money. And they may be dependent on you so much. This is just for a small portion of you. Like I said, it's a general love reading, but simply because you had the abundance card before and it talks about money, wealth, settling down, it talks about commitment. That does come up here as well because you have this. So there may be a bit of a struggle in terms of wealth and materialistic gain, money, settling down, commitment, things like that. Here we do have an opportunity that's going to come your way. Yes, within the next few weeks or months. That's a perfect sentence right there. You got opportunity, yes, within the next few weeks. For me, the next few weeks could also be next few months. So there is going to be an opportunity. It's going to be a very good, positive opportunity. And it is going to occur within the next few weeks or months. Here we also have, it's up to you, and this is where the reading kind of splits. Some of you may wish to be with this person, and others of you may decide to just move on because you're noticing that it's just a drain on you. So for those of you that don't want to be with this person, it is perfectly okay, because even if you are not, you still have an opportunity coming within the next few weeks or months. And this could be literally either with somebody else, or it could also be getting to know this person more, letting them know how you felt, and then just, let bygones be bygones and we are gone. That's it. We also have here, for those of you that want to be with this person, it does indicate that there's going to be struggle. There has to be here some compromise. And the compromise that exists, it should be equal. The equality here, an equal give and take. Ratio I see usually is like 60-40. So if anybody has changed more than 60%, if you have adjusted more than 60%, if you're up to 70, then that's a little unfair, because that means you really have changed a lot. And it's not fair to yourself. It's not fair to your loved ones, because then they look at you and they're like, oh, look, such and such person changed. Our Libra. Why have they changed so much? They were perfectly fine and they were so different before, but ever since they met so-and-so, look at how they react. Look at how they talk to me. These things happen. So be aware of the amount of compromise that you are going to give, because 40% is still safe. 40%, 60%, that is an okay. 50-50 usually is a little difficult. But anything beyond 70%, that's going to be difficult, because then they're only changing 30%, right? And you need a compromise. A compromise here, we have the scales. It's supposed to be an equal give and take. Unfortunately, for some of you, this has caused a lot of problems. But those of you that want to be with this person, you could still overcome this. There is improving health in the coming future. Yes, with an exclamation mark. This also means for those of you that don't want to be with this person, you've had an effect on your health. Not all of you, but some of you. There may have been, I'm seeing the word stress, depression, anxiety, pain, just pain, and even feeling chest pain, which is like tightness in his chest, typically because of stress. I'm not in any way, shape, or form a medical person. So yeah, that's just me. This is a pseudoscience. This is a metaphysical science. So that's the type of work I do here. But there is something going on with the health. And it's due to this person. It's due to the situation. It's due to the sneaky behavior, the lies that happened, the suspicion that took place. All of these things drain a person. And when you get drained, physically, yes, in the 3D realm, you do become weak, but also spiritually and emotionally, you're weak. So when we're dealing with this card here, improving health, please do focus on your mind, your body, your spirit, and your soul. That is what makes you who you are, and that is what you need to focus on in terms of improving yourself, your health. Your health is not just what you see physically. The overall arching theme is compromise. Your person of interest is still going to be going through this phase of learning how to be a bit more mature. This sense of maturity, it will increase as time goes by. But also if you impose on them this sense of compromise that, you know what, I'm going to change this and I'm going to change this. But I do expect that in this relationship, you kind of adjust this and you change this. And if they are mature, and if they really do care, they will do it. But if they're not, they will be very egotistical. They'll be very prideful. No, this is me. This is who I am. Well, then you know what? There's the door. Sorry, I don't have time for you anymore. I'm done. I'm sorry, but sometimes it gets to that, right? And some of you, because of this, it's a lot of mental anguish I'm getting. Mental anguish. Always waiting up at night, waiting for the phone to ring or waiting for a text. I'm getting that right now. And if you heard a whisper, that whisper is me. Don't worry, there's nobody else. I hear it in my mind, and then I say it out loud, but I whisper it first just so that I can hear me speak it, and then I speak it out loud. It's a weird way, but don't freak out if there's a whisper. That's me. Because some people have mentioned that in the past, and then I have to go back and hear it, and I'm like, oh no, that's just me. So here we do have improving health, and things are going to change for you. Some of you are in a very toxic connection right now, and it's very difficult for you to let go because you feel bound to this person due to that love that they have for you. They have a lot of love for you, but I also see that you have a lot of affection and compassion for this person. It's okay until the both of you are kind of, let me rephrase that. I'm going to change that sentence. If you feel that you can compromise, if things can change, then it's worth giving this a shot. Okay? If you feel and if you know that this person is not changing, they don't want to change, then nothing is going to change. And it's best for you to move on. Okay. So, regarding this card, do have a look on my website, www.asnointia.com. I do have a package called the Chakra Checkup Package for those of you who are new. And that package is to teach you how to get rid of negative energies from around your home, around your aura, and inside of your body, which is your chakra centers. Your chakra centers are associated to your bodily functions. And so at the very least, if you do get rid of these negative energies, that's one thing less that you have to worry about, because these things create havoc. Also on my other channel, Asnointia Audio on YouTube, I have videos up there, and it's related to spiritual connections, really intense spiritual connections that you may have with this individual. I also have relationship-related videos that are for its advice. And these are all scenarios based on all of you guys. I also have one most recent, which may be very much related to this one. It's called Negative Energies. What and who are negative energies? Jinns, demons, evil spirits. So do have a look at that. It shows you, how this all works. What are these negative things? And because there's this issue with the health, it also indicates that, this stress, this depression has been attracting many of these things. So some of you may be interested in that package that I have. That's a personal reading I do for you. Also, for those of you that may not want to get that package, there is a self-help package. It's called a Holy Light package. And because this is health related, I'd recommend that you get the Holy Light package and the Water Wellness package together. Those two are combined are very powerful. And that'll help you here as well. Those are self-help guides, so there's no reading that comes from me for those. But if you want, I can give you the full reading for the chakra checkup if you want to. I recommend that you have a look on the website, read through it, understand your situation, and if it applies to you, definitely reach out. All right then. Thank you. You all take care, stay safe, and I'll see you guys again. Hopefully next time I talk, I will be normal and back to my good old self. All right. Take care. Bye now.